Hey everyone, this is Sunny Justice from It's a Crime and Shame. Now, of course, before we get started into the Nicola Bulley video, I'm going to ask you that if you are perhaps not a subscriber of this channel, to consider subscribing and hit that notification bell for all the latest updates and news on the stories that we follow. Now, of course, you can check out the store where that has the merchandise product on it. Become a member. You can hit the join button for as low as $1.99. Our members' lives are every Monday night. Hit the playlist, the podcast, the live, the shorts. Just check it out. And don't forget, Aspen Connor, who is the co-host of It's a Crime and Shame, also has his channel at Aspen Connor. And you can go check that out. The link is in the description of this video. Now let's get on with the Nicola Bulley video. Okay, you guys, so thank you very much for watching this video with me here. And of course, we're going to get into the Nicola Bulley, and we're going to get into about the police phone calls. One supposedly from Penny, and the other supposedly, of course, Paul Ansel. And we're going to go through both of those. So Nicola Adam had reported that the lady who found the dog, who's been talking, says that she knew she recognized the dog, and she called police immediately. Then she found the phone as well, so the police were looped in extremely quickly. Okay, so in a sec here, I'm going to play the video with regards to Nicola Adams. So it says the paper's editor, Nicola Adam, interviewed by GBS News, gives a seemingly straightforward account from Penny that couldn't be more at odds with what we've been told. Okay, you guys, so let's take a listen.
Checking that area where the dog was found wandering, and this afternoon the lady who found the dog, who's been talking, she says that she knew, she recognized the dog, and she called the police immediately. Then she found the phone as well, so the police were looped in extremely quickly in this situation.
Okay, so as you guys just heard, it says that the lady that had found Willow had been talking, and that she called the police immediately, and that's why they were able to get there quickly. But of course, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to what Paul Ansel is saying, and we're going to get into that just in a second here. So what's your guys' thoughts on that part? Do you guys believe that Penny also had called the police? But again, finish watching the video here, and then I'll get into that part.
I knew straight away that it wasn't normal. You know what I mean? Like, because I said, well, where is she? And like, they can't find her. So I also know that she would never in a million years leave Willow. Like, Willow is like our third child. So I know, like, she'd never, like, the fact that Willow's just in the field on her own, off the lead, obviously extremely concerning. So obviously, I'm just in a mad panic then, you know, because I got hit by that weird. It's like your world just drops out because you know something's weird has happened. So I got in the car, drove down there, ran down the river to where the bench is. Somebody had Willow, and obviously there was a few other dog walkers there and stuff like that.
Okay, so I wanted to point out this part about what Paul Ansel was saying. So Paul Ansel was saying that he headed down to the river wire, you know, immediately, and when he got there, that someone had Willow and that there was some other dog walkers there. At no point does Paul say that there was the police there. Now, of course, Penny came across the phone at approximately 9:30ish area, according to the timeline of events. Now, regardless, Paul didn't get there till close to 11 o'clock, and he said that the police got there and that he rang them, which you guys will hear in a minute, on his way down to the river wire, and that they got there for 11:25. So obviously, if Penny had called immediately, the police would have been there already. Hence why Penny calling the police immediately doesn't make sense. So let's take a listen to the rest of it.
Handed me Willow, handed me Nicky's phone. I still expected, obviously, to just have a look around and, well, there she is, or there she is. So, you know, we're all looking. I'm like walking off into the field that way, like looking around the corners, looking over the hedge, looking over the stile, and, you know, nothing. But I'd rung 999 on the way, because I obviously knew something was wrong. So the police rang me then, while I was at the bench and said, look, you've got to get home because the police are going to be coming to your house. We need somebody at your house. You get home, the police are on the way there. So I'd rung the police at like, I think about 10 to 11, and they were there, like they got there 25 past. So they were there, you know, really, really quick. So I then, you know, I'd gone home then, taken Willow back. Police officer would come to the house.
So from Paul Ansell's accounts, as he's saying, that while he was at the bench, he received a phone call from the police, and that the police had told him to go back home and that they would send a police officer to talk to him. So that's exactly what Paul did, took Willow back home. Now, this obviously would not make sense to Penny being the first one to call, because had Penny been the first one to call immediately, the police would have been at the River Wire already. As Paul stated in that interview, it was about 10:02 while he was on his way to the River Wire that he called 999. And he said that it didn't take him that long to get there. It was about 25 past 11 when they arrived, which was pretty quick. Now, had Penny had called immediately, then the police would have been there way before that time. So again, this just becomes, is this misinformation again? And hence why, again, the public and everybody else, because you have this news media reporting this, you have this news media reporting that. Now, Nicola Adams does say that she heard that the lady had been talking about calling the police immediately. Not that she had spoken to Penny herself. So again, is it telephone, telegraph, teletag, wrong information? You know, kind of like everything to go with Sky News and the lady in red, and that she was the first person, the witness on the lower field, but yet the lady in red had said that they had talked to her that day and that she didn't see Nicola Bulley that day, and so she became a non-witness. And same with the lady with the pram as well. You know, all these narratives that are being pushed out there and the misleading and misdirection of the narrative to, you know, what's going on. It's like, you know, news is always looking for, you know, what will get them, of course, views and clicks and all those different things. But it becomes very confusing when everyone's putting a mishmash of information out there. Just like with the phone, was it on the ground? Was it not on the ground? You know, and just the timeline. They had the timeline originally, and then they changed the timeline up. So if anyone wants to say that this was a very consecutive, well planned out, you know, search, it definitely was not. If we go back and look at the different things, there is so many different things that you're like, again, is this kindergarten play, or is this police 101 stuff that should have been done right from the get-go? Okay, you guys, so in the next video, we're going to dive into Isla Tranquoir's Twitter, in which she had said, and basically contradicted what she had said in her original video, and then said that there was a witness that seen Nicola after the 910 person, basically the man that was in the upper field with the white dog. So we're going to dive back into that as to the original findings that had come out originally when there was a different timeline. Anyways, you guys, please give this video a like and a share. Hit subscribe if you have not. We all know that we're hoping to hear about the autopsy in June. But until then, again, we can keep talking about the case and giving our thoughts because of all the different contradictions. And just going over the case, because again, people are very passionate about this case and they just want to see truth come out and the story be told of what happened to Nicola Bulley. Thank you so much for watching with me. Leave your comments in the comment section of this video. Again, those are always appreciated. And again, thank you so much to all the subscribers and the people that follow this channel on It's a Criming Shame. Have a blessed day. And again, you guys, don't forget to check out the video that I did about the white fluffy dog as well if you have not checked that out yet.